burritos, tacos, margaritas, none of that. You're not even allowed to have Taco Bell.
Government-funded free health insurance. As an illegal immigrant, you get free phones.
I will not hesitate to hide those kids in my basement. Trump.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about people who are losing their minds over the fact that illegal immigrants are actually being deported. Before we start, make sure you are subscribed. Let's begin.
All right. It. ICE is doing whatever the Orange Tyrant is telling them to do. They're, invading schools, churches, hospitals. Nothing's off limits. Listen, I live right next to an elementary school. My house has been used to harbor escaping black slaves.
Oh girl, you're basically Harriet Tubman.
My house was part of the Underground Railroad, and I will not hesitate to hide those kids in my basement.
What?
To keep them safe, to get them back to their families.
Thank you, white savior. Everyone bow down. Thank you. Did you get the applause you wanted from the illegal immigrants? Did it make you happy? Was it worth publicly announcing that you are willing to commit a crime?
And you're telling me that I will not hesitate to barricade my doors.
What an inspiring story, truly. I live right next to a middle school. I'm willing to hide them in my basement.
Protect those kids. And I'll hide their parents. I don't know if my tunnels are still connected because there's houses all down the street that have tunnels hidden in them.
And their parents, you're not leading some brave resistance, right? You're just helping people escape the consequences of their actions, which was entering the country illegally, breaking the law.
Protect those kids and their families. Trump.
Also, this gives me the impression you're not being serious, because why would you tell your master plan to everyone on the internet, right? You're either very stupid because you're bragging about illegal activities you have not yet committed but are planning to commit, right? Or you just want support from illegal immigrants. Probably both. That would be my guess. ICE can now enter schools. Ooh, she locked the door.
Teachers willing to fight off ICE shouldn't be teaching. And if they do, they never will be teaching because they will be interfering with the federal investigation, which would get them multiple felony charges, which would result in them losing their teaching license.
Well said. ICE is enforcing the law. This is not bravery, right? This is just trying to get clout on TikTok. And because of your performative activism, you may have to deal with real-world consequences. So congratulations.
Real Lawyer reacts.
While I love the courage and the energy of this teacher,
I do not love the energy, but okay, continue.
and so many other teachers on TikTok right now, I think there's something that we need to talk about. And that's the realities of interfering or obstructing ICE or any other law enforcement agency that comes into your school. There are serious consequences and repercussions that you can face in the legal system, including various types of obstruction on the federal level that can land you in federal prison. Consequences of interfering or assaulting an officer are dire, they are serious, and it may not be in the best interest of you or your students for you to do those things.
Speaking of education, let's hear from a Mexican American who is talking about what illegal immigrants get for free while actual citizens, tax-paying citizens, have to work and pay for.
You are not in California. You are not in my state. You don't know what's going on over here. Medi-Cal, that is government-funded free health insurance. As an illegal immigrant, you immediately qualify for Medi-Cal. Mexican, family of 4. He works a modest, average American job. The health insurance for a family of 4, $1,300 a month. Whereas an illegal immigrant walks in and gets offered free health insurance. That is a policy that Trump said absolutely not. That is what I voted on.
Imagine working hard, paying your taxes, following the laws, paying for tuition, for health insurance, and then being told that if you had just snuck in illegally, all of that would be free.
Stay Connected is a phone plan through Verizon for illegal immigrants and displaced homeless people where you get free phones. You get a free iPhone and a free plan so you can stay connected to your family back in Mexico. I pay $230 a month through Verizon for 2 iPhones, 2 lines. I graduated from UCLA, okay? I have a bachelor's degree. I paid for that bachelor's degree. As an illegal immigrant, you qualify for funding. You qualify for first generation, and if you're a dreamer, you qualify, a DACA recipient, you qualify for funding and federal aid. You qualify for grants that I don't get. Why? Because I was born on this side of the border. I worked here. My family worked here. I put in the time, the hours, the effort, whatever. We are the same, but because you were born on that side of the border, you don't have to pay.
We're talking about free healthcare, free phones, free college funding. They're basically running a VIP rewards program for people who are not even here legally while actual citizens are struggling.
All I did was vote based off of policy. Do you think I voted for Trump because I think that he's a great representation of moral fiber? That man has multiple baby mamas. multiple divorces, and he's wild when he gets behind a microphone. I don't look at him as the epitome of the end all be all. He is not our savior, but when he came in and he said enough is enough, we're putting Americans first, that is exactly what I voted on.
Exactly. Trump is not perfect. Every president is flawed. Every president in the future will be flawed because every president is a human, right? But just like this woman and other Trump supporters, I personally voted for him because of his policies. They actually make sense, and we believe that's what America needs. That's what should matter, not because we think he's perfect.
Every illegal immigrant is going to get $150,000 down payment. Meanwhile, in California, we have 33% of the nation's homeless population, and a majority of them reside here in LA. It ended up not passing, but even though how comfortable he felt proposing that to the Californians, no, it's not a matter of I'm not racist. It's not a matter of I hate my people. It's a matter of Americans need to come first.
Exactly. Instead of using that money maybe to support struggling veterans, right? No, we have to use it on a random guy that just crossed over illegally. Make sure he gets a free phone. Make sure he gets to go to college for free. Maybe even a nice home in LA. This is disgusting. It's unfair. People are sick of it. That's why so many Mexican Americans actually that came here legally or were born here voted for Trump as well.
I would never choose to live in a country where I have to walk around with documents every day. That's not a free country. Every single one of those countries, I needed to have my immigration documents with me at all times as a legal immigrant. Romania, Italy, Spain, UK, United States.
Obviously. I don't know why people think this is only in America. Somehow you're not free because you were asked to prove that you're in the country legally.
If you're a legal immigrant, you need to carry immigration documents with you at all times. As for Americans not being free, show me a country more free. Look at what's happening in UK right now. You get put in jail for Facebook posts, for a different political opinion.
Actually, the fact that someone can openly criticize the government in our country is a pretty good indicator that it is in fact very free.
No tacos, no enchiladas, none of that for you.
Oh yeah? What are you gonna do?
None of that for you.
If you hate immigrants and you're for the mass deportations, hate them all the way. Stay out of beautiful Mexico, stay out of the beautiful beaches.
Why are you speaking English? That's cultural appropriation.
Never want to see you go to another Mexican restaurant to order enchiladas, burritos, tacos, margaritas, none of that. You're not even allowed to have Taco Bell, even though that's a knockoff version of Mexican food.
You know, I personally don't even like Mexican food. I know a majority of people do, and that's fine. I'm just a very picky eater. I've never liked it. I think also that stereotypes exist for a reason, and I do not like spicy food. So yeah, I actually do prefer my food blander. That's how I like it. So you don't have to worry about that. I will be perfectly fine without Mexican food because I already am not a huge fan. But I know a lot of people like it. So let's, talk about her argument that if you believe in enforcing immigration laws, you should be banned from eating Mexican food. So by this logic, if you want to enforce traffic laws, should you not be able to drive? If you believe in laws against theft, should you not be allowed to own anything? Following the law is not about hating immigrants. It's about doing things legally, right? Wanting to have a functioning society and prioritizing having a strong border for security.
Never touch another bottle or shot of tequila in your life.
Well, I don't drink, girl, so I'll be okay.
Ever again. Don't go visit beautiful Mexico. Go visit Nebraska. Go visit Kansas.
I would love to.
Clean your own house and mow your own lawn. Get in the field and start picking fruit.
This is kind of coming off as a bit racist. The only thing they do is mow lawns, pick fruit, and eat tacos. This is all that she's bringing up.
More listening to salsa, merengue, bachata, reggaeton, cumbias, none of that. Listen to your own music.
Okay.
You don't get to love the culture, but hate the people.
Girl, I don't hate anyone. I don't know why wanting people to come here illegally, right, and then deporting those that broke the law, why in her mind that translates to, we hate Mexican people. Does that mean that the Mexican Americans that came to America legally, who voted for Trump, do they hate Mexicans? Why? They want to keep their country safe? This is actually ridiculous. Viva Mexico! Here, countries that criminalize illegal entry. Yeah, but when the US does it, it's inhumane. It's racist. Anyways, we're gonna end it there. Make sure you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Also remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.